If you expect professionalism on this show, you're going to the wrong place. That is absolutely the truth here. So we are doing the Gabbies. For those of you who do not know, this is the god-awful Bad Books of the Year award. But we decided, you know what? When you're at the end of the year, you kind of forget what happened at the beginning. So we do 2 a year, one in June. Yeah, I know. I'm on England Teen Standard Time. And we do one at the end of December. This is your choices. You pick the nominees. You pick the winners. These are your choices up. I don't know, should we call them winners or losers? But there we go. We've got a pretty cool show. Yes, this only counts for June to Jan, or Jan to June. And so there have been a couple of things that have come out just in this month that we have to talk about, like Mr. Miracle. I'm sure we're going to be talking about in December. I'd like to say hello to Nerdette. Ed Brewer's in the house. Dave, what's going on? Did I write 2020 in the title? Actually, could see myself doing that. Okay,
you did.
I did.
Don't worry, only 8 people have seen it.
Wow, he just went back to 2020.
He has to go back, Marty.
Speech.
Okay, the aesthetics are all wrong. I'm the only face reveal here. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Come on, Patton.
If you expect professionalism on this channel,
we didn't have it in 2020 either.
I know, right? You know what? 2020 didn't happen, so we had to redo it. That's what's going on here. All righty, so we're going to be reading off the winner or losers or whatever you want to call them here. This is named after mine and Eric's favorite writer, Gabby Rivera, who basically built this channel with her awesome series America, but I will and always call it America Chavez. And Zach's in the house with us today.
What's up, everybody? Zach at the Gabbies 2021 hashtag. No.
Thank you. That sucks. Thank you for joining us, though. You were a last minute addition. I'd certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Happy to help out. Happy to be here. This is always a fun time. I always enjoy watching these. So
and there was only 15 or 20 people we called before you, so you are very important to the channel and to us, and we want to thank you for joining. Of course, there is Eric Back Issue Breen.
Yeah, can you move a little bit to the right there so I can drink in the regal beauty that is
Gabby
Rivera?
Gosh, right here. There we go.
Wait, the dumpster?
Also with us to help announce the winner losers is the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
On.
And let's get this thing started, I think. We have 16 categories to go. We're going to talk about everything as we go along. Eric, you've got the first category.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys of Gurtenbaum. The first category, Fall from Grace comic book creator. And the nominees are James Tynion for Batman, Donny Cates for Thor, Al Ewing for Immortal Hulk, Generic Duggan for Marauders, and Charles Soule for Darth Vader. And the winner is James Tynion for Batman.
This I thought was not going to be so close, because for a while it was a 3-way tie between Al Ewing, Jerry Dugan, and James Tynion, whatever you want to call him, until the big pull away. But I got to tell you, James, I actually loved his stuff when he first started, and I'm wondering, I got to reread it, because did I really like it, or is it just the fact that it wasn't Tom King anymore?
No, I think the early issues were definitely better. It's almost like now he's creating characters hoping something will get optioned, that he can get paid for what he's doing.
Yeah. And can we not have him come from Batman's past? We know Batman's past. That
Boy,
ghost
that's a
character,
busy past.
That kind of character just pisses me off. The ghost character. Oh, I always knew, Bruce. No, you didn't. So we got 80 years of continuity that says you don't know what you're talking about. What's up?
So basically, Batman doesn't have any skeletons in a closet, but he has ghosts.
Yes, there you go. Oh my God, that was bad. That was just bad. So who did you vote for, Eric?
Tinian.
Yeah, same here. Is this are we all 1 for 1?
I voted for Gary Duggan.
Yeah, I think I voted for Duggan as well.
See, but you had to be good to be you had to be good at one point to fall from grace.
Oh,
Green with the backhand.
Next category. What do we have?
Next category, we have the fall from grace character. Which character fell from grace between January and June? We have the nominees. They are Batman, the Taskmaster, Thor, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and MODOK. Kind of a weird nomination there at the end, but okay. The winner is, drum roll please, the Taskmaster.
This is one of the closest races. That we had 7 votes go to Taskmaster. Batman got 6. Yeah, so it was really close. Now, I thought MODOK was going to be in third because nobody seems to like the show. Nobody likes the direction, the fact that they're turning him into a joke character. But in all honesty, the third place was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Apparently, more people don't like Jenica. I also think maybe the Taskmaster got a little boost from the movie because I know a lot of people. I've seen a lot of messages. I've seen a lot of people not enjoying what happened to them. I haven't made it there. I was working. I haven't seen the movie. Please, no spoilers. But yeah, apparently something happens with the Taskmaster that just ticked everybody off. All righty. VENKMAN, you're up.
All right. Most overused character. Do I really need to read this off?
Go right on ahead. Yes, please. All right.
I'll tell you who didn't win. Vampirella, Venom, Joker, and Batman. Of course, Harley Quinn won because everyone has a fetish for hating Harley Quinn.
Well, now you would think that would be so. You would think, wow, everybody wanted Harley Quinn to win this one.
Every year.
But the thing is you would be right. Only one person voted for Vampirella. Only one person voted for Venom. And Joker only got 3. And I've heard many people talk about how the Joker was bad. Batman is everywhere, but he got 5 votes and he was in second place. 12 votes went to Harley Quinn about out of the 22. She's overused.
I won't lie. I voted for her because I wanted to be right. I didn't want to be because I knew it was going to be the answer.
I'm amazed that Batman didn't run away with this. Probably
even spoken of more than villains. But if you think about it, even Batman, his existence and being everywhere might actually be why Joker is so overexposed. Where would you go with this, Eric?
I voted for Batman because I said he is all that DC cares about now. Harley Quinn is overused, but Batman is, like I said, he's omnipresent and he's so watered down at this point that I didn't even think to go Harley Quinn this year.
In all honesty, I'm the one vote for Venom. All right, let's go to the 4th category. We had the worst crossover. So the nominees are Hellfire Gala, King in Black, DC Comics Future State, Heroes Reborn, War of the Bounty Hunters. Ladies and gentlemen, together, what is the worst crossover of 2021? Hellfire Gala. No kidding. 14 votes went to Hellfire Gala. 14 of the 22.
Wow.
6 people thought, you know what? Hellfire Gala only covered the X-Men. Future State took over DC. And they voted for DC Comics. In all honesty, that's not a bad point to make. That Future State really did just take over the entire line. You couldn't get away from it at all for 2 months, much like King in Black taking over my freaking Daredevil books. But I'm not bitter about that.
Not at all.
A little bit.
But Hellfire Gala, I don't think if that was written by Alan Moore and co-plotted with Neil Gaiman and then drawn by Jim Lee, I think that freaking first book that we got would have still made this the worst thing ever.
Even if we had John Byrne drawing it and writing it.
Yeah, I think this was dead on the vine.
That would never have happened because Byrne would have quit before he would have participated.
Yeah, I think so.
And by the way, Nolan Nerd has a great point in the comment section. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We need to help out the algorithm here. So please smash that like button for us. And yeah, thank you very much for being here and watching. I think we should go on to category number 5. Eric, what do you have for us?
Number 5, worst storyline. The nominees: Avengers: Enter the Phoenix, Batman: Cowardly Lot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Jenica Rocks, Future State: Legion of Superheroes, and Future State: Superman of Metropolis. And the winner is Avengers: Enter the Phoenix.
I was gonna say, if that doesn't get it,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That was the one I voted for. I mean, gee whiz.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go off on that one for just a little bit. This was not a runaway. It was a 3-way freaking foot race between Avengers, Legion, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jenica, because that's all you hear is those people talk about Turtles, Superman,
hate
Legion.
that Jenica.
Well, boys just fear a strong turtle.
There was no votes for Batman Cowardly Lot. As a matter of fact, one guy chastised me for putting Batman in there and King of Black and everything.
I don't even remember that story.
But that was the first one right out of the gate. So after Future State, Avengers Enter the Phoenix won this. I didn't read it. So Zach Venkman, tear it away. I doubt that Eric read it, though.
That was actually on Sour Caves. Me and Ash covered that. It was issue 40 and 41. All it is basically like we're just going to have a tournament, and then we're going to see who gets to get the Phoenix.
Yeah, because that's totally how the Phoenix chooses who it's going to pick as its host,
it's this
right?
Dead or, it's unlike you're just just reading Dead or Alive in comic book form without the hot chicks.
And then it's like you have characters that aren't even regularly in the book. Like what was Echo? Echo is the host of the Phoenix now, right?
Doom had the power of Phoenix, and he said, "You know what?
God, this sounds horrible.
I don't need it."
And then of course we find out. I think towards the end we find out that hey, you know Thor's mom, Frigga? Yeah, it's not Thor's mom. The Phoenix is actually Thor's mom. Like what?
And I'll just say 2 words.
Why are modern day comic book writers allowed to write?
two words for this story. Jason Aaron.
Freaking Jason Aaron.
I've got 2 words for Jason Aaron.
Whoa, not on this show.
No. Southern Bastards is in. He hasn't written anything worth a shit since Southern Bastards.
Zach, you got the next.
I've got number 6. Worst comic book movie or television show. And the nominees are Thunder Force, Falcon and the Snowman. Excuse me. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Batwoman Season 2, MODOK, and Flash Season 7. And the winner is Thunder Force.
Thank God. You know what I think is funny is that I had to argue to get that on. I didn't want to use the powers of hey, it's my channel, but I had to argue.
How much did it win by?
Yeah, how much did it win by? I'm curious.
1.
I was saying
wow.
Batwoman was the other one, right?
Batwoman Season 2 came in 2nd, and we might as well have not even nominated the other 3 because 3rd place had 3 votes, and that was MODOK. 4th place had 2, and that's Falcon and the Snowman. And Flash Season 7 walked away untouched.
Wow.
Which I'm kind of surprised because I've seen Flash Season 7, and I'm usually a defender of the CW. I'm usually someone who goes, yo, wait, for what it is, it's good. I have not felt this season at all. I mean, I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is all out of habit.
I'm watching them take stories from Joshua Williams and Ron and just butchering them.
Yeah, it is not good, but
I mean, like
Thunder Force is what is her name? McCarthy? Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, not the good one.
Octavia Spencer in tight leather going around fighting crime while they let Melissa McCarthy try to be funny. And look, you give her a script, she could be funny. She's not bad. But if you take that script away and go, hey, Melissa, riff, you're going to get a crappy freaking movie. And this movie just seems to be made of riff.
Go ahead,
It
Melissa.
is
Yeah.
so freaking horribly bad.
The trailer
almost
made me cringe. I couldn't.
I
Even watch
almost
the
want
movie.
everybody to see it just because I want to go, right?
Well, I thought you said the trailer made you cry.
It almost did. I just cringed so much watching the trailer. I was like, oh my god.
I said that I support superhero movies. I support comic book movies. I don't support that. That's not what I'm talking about, guys.
Thunder Force or G Force?
Thunder Force is so bad. It
The
is
G Force
so
with the
bad.
hamsters looks equally as bad.
I liked G-Force back when I was.
I'm
G-Force
13.
was cute. It was guinea pigs. This was just bad, and it wasted the Mantis actress. You don't get to see her out of makeup very often, and that movie sucked. I know what needs to be done. VENKMAN, what do we have? Next category.
All right, the worst one-issue comic story or graphic novel. The nominees are Marvel Ingenious Voices, Batman 108, DC Pride, The Other History of the DC Universe, Black Lightning, Milestone Returns Extended Edition. There was an extended edition?
There's an extended. What's the theatrical cut?
Yeah, no,
I know,
right?
right? Apparently there was one version last year and one version this year. So,
Did it get better?
well, it made this. Last year's didn't. Okay,
All
so
right.
and the winner is.
The Other History of the DC Universe, Black Lightning.
This was not a runaway, by the way. This was not a runaway
What?
choice. No. Marvel and DC were fighting over worst single issue of a comic book with Marvel Indigenous voices. Batman 108.
What is that story?
That was the first appearance of Mad Molly or something like that. Or that was the one where she knew Gotham better than Batman. And
Okay.
Batman's walking around. One of the reasons why I don't like the Batman titles anymore is he's being written as an idiot.
I guess
And Molly's telling him how he needs to see his city. Now, the other side, the other history of the DC universe and Marvel Indigenous Voices raced to see who was worst. Marvel Indigenous Voices and the other history of the DC universe both suffer from the same problem. They write the most offensive style, the most offensive version of whatever it is they're writing. John Ridley literally wrote the Angry Black Man with Black Lightning and the other side of the DC history, whatever, the other history of the DC universe, with Bumblebee and Mal and of course Black Lightning. Black Lightning was the Angry Black Man. Black Lightning took the same role that Green Arrow did. If you remember in the 1970s, Eric, basically every dialogue written in Justice League for Green Arrow was that was how he wrote Black Lightning in this, except for the end of it. It was just
Did anybody screen cap that just now?
Do me a favor. Turn your hat to your right a little bit.
Turn my hat to the right. Why?
Yeah, a little more. Little more. Now.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. I see it now.
You suck, Venkman.
You've got to look like Gabby at the Gabbies.
Venkman, you might as well just retire from humor with that, because you will never top that moment.
I think this is the way it needs to be done.
I mean, look at, they got the same nose. Like, it could be his daughter.
Same nose. Look, even the shirts they're wearing are like color coordinated. It's like purple. Even the shirt in the picture, she's got like a purple shirt.
They have the same hairline.
Oh, there you go. Good night, everybody. I can't believe no one else noticed that.
Obviously not.
No, that's what makes it so funny.
I didn't even see it. Oh goodness. Okay, at least this has got to go.
We knew. So this proves that Ingleton is actually Gabby Rivera.
We found out. We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why he's supposed to promote America Chavez.
Oh my gosh. That is funny. I did not even notice that. Okay, stop. I'm gonna pee.
Don't get that excited.
Oh my. Okay, so I would read some comments, but my eyes are tearing up. Oh my goodness. Has anyone ever noticed? Yeah.
Brian says, I have witnessed another historic event of breaking Ingleton. It's almost as good as when I pointed out the stripes on the red-brown Captain America costume.
And Red Brown, the TV show, the stripes go straight into his... Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Good job, sir. All right.
So,
the rest of the show is way downhill from here.
Expect Amazon gift on.
Okay, so here we got worst mini or maxi series, and the nominees are Rorschach, written by Tom King, Cult of Dracula, written by somebody, Strange Adventures, once again by Tom King. Wow, you guys really don't like Tom King. Future State Legion of Superheroes by Brian Michael Bendis and Riley Rosmo, and Commanders in Crisis. And the winner or loser is Future State Legion of Superheroes by A Country Mile.
Really? Wow.
Yes. The next, well, okay, I can't really say that. The next one down is it was 10 votes for Legion, only 6 for the second place, which was Strange Adventures by Tom King, which I believe was your pick, sir.
Yeah, well, I guess Tom King split the vote between, because he had 2 opportunities to suck in this category.
Yeah, that's true, but only 2 votes went to Rorschach.
I voted for the one that's the most trigger like everybody, and that's Legion of Superheroes.
Oh my gosh, it triggered me. You Bendis, seriously. Okay, so this is really bad right here. So we all watched Suicide Squad, the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and you know how it begins like 52 times before it gets to the story. It's like, oh, here's my origin. Okay, here's our origin again. And here we're getting together, and here we're getting together again. In the first issue of Future State Legion of Superheroes, every page is, we're looking for Lightning Lad. Well, you've got to fight me to find Lightning Lad. Okay. Hey, we're looking for Cosmic Boy. Really? And then the third page, hey, we're looking for Chameleon Boy. And it was just the same freaking dialogue over and over and over. Just, I think they were different characters, but they all look the same because it's Riley freaking Rosmo drawing the goddamn thing.
You know what I've learned? As much as people bitch about Tom King, people hate Bendis more.
That's what it seems like.
You know what? I think Tom King is like Bendis seems to be in Bendis land. Tom King is pretentious as hell.
Well, also Bendis, his bad writing is comic book bad writing. Tom King has curried favor with the other side to the point to where they give him a complete pass because he's attacked the right people. So his writing gets a pass from lefty comic Twitter. They love him.
Yeah,
you know what's I gotta change this. I'm sorry.
Every time you look at it now, I see it.
There we go. Alrighty. At least that's prettier.
You could have literally just had like a garbage can behind you.
I also forgot that I have a background for every one of these things. So here we go, guys. All righty, let's go to the next one. Eric?
Number 9, worst ongoing series. The nominees, Batman, Iron Man, High Republic Star Wars, Captain America, Children of the Atom. And the winner is Captain America by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
By a country mile, as we were saying. as I said before.
Wow, this is an easy vote for me.
I was about to say it's. I mean, they're all bad, but yeah, Captain America seems like the easy winner here.
22 votes. Remember, we had 22 voters. 0 went to Batman.
Well,
1 went to Star Wars. 3 went to Iron Man. 4 to the X-Men. 14.
Wow.
14 to Captain America. 14. That is nobody respects what Ta-Nehisi Coates has been doing this year. Well,
Rania, I wanted to vote for Iron Man too, but Captain America is a symbol, just like Superman. If he's not like inspiration, he's worse. Iron Man is, he's not really inspirational character. He's
I
was a good character, but he's not like as much as a symbol as Captain America is.
Well, nobody's as inspirational as Captain America, but Iron Man was an inspirational character based on what he'd overcome. And prior to the MCU, he was, like I said, an inspirational character in his own right. Now, again, everybody's trying to make him Robert Downey Jr. And for whatever reason, Hellcat is playing the role of Pepper Potts if Pepper was a shrew, ball-busting, what.
Yeah.
But still doesn't touch what Coates did with Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Iron Man's been deconstructed. So
since
several
Bendis.
times since Bendis. Yeah, since Bendis, really.
Just New Avengers.
Captain America. I mean, you have Captain America talk about how the American dream isn't real. I'm sorry, that's gonna be worse than anything.
Well, I think it's right on that. But Captain America, my heart breaks every time I'm like, what? I'll give it a try again. The covers, this fools me sometime. I see this and I go, I want to pick that book up.
Right? Yeah.
This is Alex Ross selling crap to America.
Yep.
Because I'll go, you know what? All right, this is a good one. Let me pick it up. But
it's like Alex, Marvel just giving you a PS5 box and you open up, there's a turd in there.
There you go. When I read that one issue, what were they called? The Ladies of Liberty or something like that?
Yep. Issue 6.
And what it ended up being is that the forefathers of the country did nothing. It was all the Ladies of Liberty. They just let the men, because, women just can't do things in this country. You did everything. What the hell are you talking about?
Wasn't Morgan Le Fay involved in it too?
I don't remember.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm trying to put that shit out of my head. I was like, this is horrible.
He scrubbed his brain after he read that issue.
Right now, we need to talk about the next category. Zach, what do you have for us?
All right. We have got the worst comic book publisher of the first half of 2021. And the nominees are Marvel Comics, DC Comics, the aptly named Bad Idea Comics, Valiant Comics, and Black Mask Comics. Marvel Comics.
By country mile? Sorry.
No. This is by a couple of country miles. 4 went to Black Mask, and 4 went to Bad Idea. Valiant and DC Comics both got 1. Marvel got 12. I was saying in the back before we started, I said this is the one that pissed me off a little bit. This is the one where I was like, hey, you guys are voting wrong. Why are you picking Marvel? Because and I get it. More people know Marvel, and I'll let you guys go off.
I understand your bad idea.
Let me say my point. Don't tell me you understand my point until
I know your point. You should support.
I know, because I told you backstage. Can you let me actually say it before you say it?
Then say it.
All righty. Here's the thing. The reason why I voted for let me get us even here. The reason why I voted for Bad Idea was because publishers have one job, one freaking job, and that's to get the books in the hands of readers. And I get it. A lot of people haven't read any Bad Idea, so they can't vote for Bad Idea. But the fact that you haven't even had a book in your hand is the reason why I thought it was a worse publisher than Marvel. However, let's count the titles. They did 3 books. We have no idea if they're any good. Marvel, on the other hand, what are the 3 good ones?
There aren't any.
I can think of 2.
I get your point. The reason why I voted for Marvel and not Bad Idea was you said Bad Idea had 1 job. They did it so poorly that most people didn't even know it existed. So I almost got a spit take. So it's hard to. It's almost like, trying to think of like the greatest member of the Axis of Evil and picking Tunisia. So that Marvel, I said they're the big boys. They continue to suck. Although I don't know why I voted for them. They stopped publishing in 2012. But so it really is no contest. I mean, in the truest sense of the word, you're right. But in the spirit of the Gabbies, see what I did there? It's Marvel.
Let's move on to the next category, Venkman.
All right, next category is your favorite one.
It really was.
Worst artists. The nominees are Riley Rossmo for Future State Legion Superheroes. Then we have Eric Larson for Savage Dragon. Mitch Gerards for Strange Avengers. Yoshi Tani for Crush and Lobo. Drew Moss for Red Sonja. And you guys voted for Riley Rossmo.
Yes, you did.
And if you did not know that, you need to do some serious internal.
Oh my gosh! Yes, you did. Holy crap! Look at all those lines drawn right here at the end. Oh my! I mean, it wasn't even close, gang.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Thank you. You really hate him. You really just did. This made me happy.
You know how bad it was that we Riley Rossmo, and we got Nerdette saying Riley Rossmo.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me pop up this beautiful art for the mini series. You wanted to soak in the beauty. Here you go. This is a page. This is an actual page from Legion of Superheroes. That's Bouncing Boy, by the way, right here on the bottom. This skinny ass right here is Colossal Boy.
Why is he doing a bad breakdance?
What? I thought that was a horrible gambit. This is Lightning Lad. If you guys are anywhere near anywhere near a fan, hey Block, how you doing? What the heck is going on with these characters? Seriously, how?
You mean
how is this getting work?
You mean that's not Gambit above you?
Can you put the attractive backdrop of Gabby back on?
Yeah, I want Gabby back. We had 2 Gabbies at once, so it was great.
This is absolutely and this is what they choose.
Yeah.
They look at this and they go, you know what? This is good. We're gonna keep this here. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, wow, it's like
make yourself look like Riley Rossmo art.
No,
I can't.
if I was a parent and my son brought this home from school, I would say, yes, son, I'm going to hang this up on the fridge to shame you.
I think this is
people from rating it.
Am I the only one seeing Gambit and Lockheed?
Yeah,
I definitely.
Whoa, you're right.
And I see like a stone version of Rhino.
But here's the thing. Let's move on to the next category and talk about the worst writer between January and June of 2021. The nominees were Tom King for Strange Adventures, John Ridley for The Other History of the DC Universe. We have Brian Michael Bendis, who took over Justice League, Kelly Thompson for Captain Marvel, and Vita Ayala for her part in the Milestone Returns Extended Edition. The winner is, or loser, is John Ridley, The Other Side of the DC History. Let me tell you something. This was a case of, I'm loving it. It wasn't the runaway that Riley Rossmo was, but in second place was Vita Ayala with 5. We had third place Brian Michael Bendis with 4. Third, what is this? Fourth is Tom King with 2 and Kelly Thompson with 1. John Ridley's writing is offensive, and I'm not even somebody who plays the race card.
I was going to say, don't show me his writing.
No, this is the Black Lightning. This is his angry face because we just called him out for being the worst writer between January and June. He, like I said, every character. First of all, if you're going to say, okay, we're talking about the other history of the DC universe, and you want to highlight these characters, you want to highlight the black characters, you want to highlight an Asian character with katana, let us know who they are. Let us know these people. But no, he doesn't. This is just 4 issues of Ridley spewing his politics all over the place, using them as a mouthpiece. You don't learn about Black Lightning. You don't learn any more about who he is and what makes him tick. You don't learn anything about Katana. You don't learn anything about the Question. You don't learn anything about Bumblebee and Malin. It would have been great to actually give them a platform so people could actually find out about them and maybe give them a book or something like that. This guy just spewed off on how horrible this country is and how horrible the heroes that we've been following have been as well. At one point, I think it was in the Katana, it might have been, yeah, I think it was in the Katana issue where something happened to her, but and nobody cared because Superman died. That's kind of a big deal. I mean, look, you could have 2 singers die. One sold 15 million records. He's loved, but then if Michael Jackson dies in the same week, one's a bigger news story.
Much bigger.
Did you guys? Who did you vote for here, Venkman?
Not really.
John Ridley. Did anybody vote for anyone else?
I might have voted for King. I'm not sure. Ridley. I mean,
Tom
Ridley is probably he probably is the most like Tom King. He's just a bad writer, but yeah, Ridley is just like
these books were offensive, and I felt bad for him.
For this particular category, the fact that DC Comics let this man take a massive dump on their entire history makes it very difficult to want to read anything that company does going forward.
It was bad. It was really bad. And you know what? This is one of the things, and this is why a lot of people are kind of disconnecting as well and going to manga, and is that if you were to say this, well, I don't like the way that basically it's all one-sided politics, and it comes from a place of anger. It comes from a place of hate. It comes from a place where you believe that non-white characters are weak. If you mention this, they will just go, you're just racist.
I think I know why they do it. It's deliberate confirmation bias. They'll take a good thing and they'll make it bad by interjecting their agenda into it. And when people leave it, see, they're all racists. Proves them right in their minds.
Roberts is saying, why shouldn't black comic characters be destroyed and defecated on like all other characters? It's only he's right. It's only fair, right? Well, it should only be white characters that get that.
Well, that's just it, though. He shits all over the white characters, thinking it's lifting up the black characters, but
it's not.
It's not.
It's making everybody weak. If you, now this one was the one that was nominated, the Black Lightning, for individual issue. Say go read the Mal and Bumblebee issue, because literally they go watch my video where I read it and talk about it, because really all they do is whine that they're not as famous as Kid Flash or Robin, or it is just, oh my gosh, it's just gimme.
Angle TV has a channel?
Yeah. All righty, let's move on, Eric. Next category.
Worst independent comic. The nominees are Crossover, Commanders in Crisis, Cult of Dracula, Die, 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 and Savage Dragon. You full screen me for that. Thank you.
Hope somebody clipped that one.
And
Die, Die, Die.
And the winner is Commanders in Crisis.
Oh man, really? Have you guys not looked at Savage Dragon?
Or Crossover?
I think
Crossover's better than Savage Dragon. I'm sorry.
I think it might be a case of, you know what, Savage Dragon's always going to be out there. It is, but occasionally a new thing pops up.
And it should win every single time for what it is, because it has pedo stuff in it. It's just gross.
But here you got you've got this multi-universe spanning threat and they find all these worlds, all these universes, they've been destroyed. So finally, there's this one planet left, and the presidents of each United States of America from these countries come together to form a superhero team. Each one has powers.
And also, all these presidents that come to this Earth, I'm sure instills this Earth with great confidence because they've all come from worlds that have been destroyed under.
I know, right? So it is. It's a little bit. That is a good point, though. It's like, why would you throw why would you throw your confidence behind these characters if their world has already been destroyed? I'm showing off my ego by highlighting here. It was not a good story. It is not a good story.
Is that a 15-year-old behind you?
No, that's a picture.
And just your description makes me want to not read it.
How did Eric Larson get away from that?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. At this point, Eric Larson is white noise. He'll get nominated. He's not going to win because it's white noise. It's out there, and we know it sucks.
We're numb to it, and we can do it.
Yeah, basically it. That is basically it. Let's go on to the next category. Zach, what do you have for us?
I have, here we have the worst Marvel title for the first half of 2021. Worst Marvel. The nominees for this are Marvel's Indigenous Voices, Captain America, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and the Avengers. And the winner, the Gabby goes to Captain America.
Was not a runaway.
Was going to get the win.
This was not a runaway decision. The lowest vote. Sorry, Maranya. I know you want to be justified in your anger, but Iron Man got the least votes at 2, and then the next one was the Avengers at 4, and there was a tie at 5 with Marvel's Indigenous Voices and Captain Marvel, and then at 7 was Captain America. This is a case where everybody had their worst picked out. It was a really close race because I'm like, really? Because to me, as much as I hated Marvel Indigenous Voices, I think that's the reason I find this more offensive. I find the way that Captain America is being written to be offensive, but it was a very close race. Who did you vote for, Eric?
Captain America, but to your point, the reason why Captain America over in Marvel Indigenous Voices, let's just say for bits and giggles that people still collect comic books. If you are a Captain America collector and you have the last 400 or 500 issues, you're buying this to keep that going. You can just ignore Indigenous Voices.
Yeah.
So this is basically a character, and if you're a Captain America collector, you've been putting up with this crap for about 6 or 7 years now, where it went from just bad to offensively bad.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Because we have said this, and I think you and I we need to do another Why Marvel Sucks video and talk about this. Because or you know what? No, what we can do instead, because I love our Superman video. We talk about Superman artists. It's here. No, I think it's on Old Man Comics. Links in the description below. Go check it out. We talk about the Superman artists. We talk about why we love Superman and why these artists made him what he is. I would love to do that with Captain America, just to juxtapose, just to show why what's happening now is a bastardization of the character, and I think that would be really good. We also got 5 for Captain Marvel. I did read the issue where she went out on a date with Doctor Strange, and I thought it was.
I forgot about that.
I thought it was not the best, but it wasn't horrible.
No.
Yet I am surprised that only 4 people picked the Avengers, because I have heard nothing but disdain for this title and what Jason Aaron has been doing to it. We got to go to VENKMAN. VENKMAN, what do you have for us?
The worst DC comic, and the nominees are Superman, Batman, the other history of the DC history, Future State, Legion of Superheroes, and Milestone Returns Expanded. Just changed the question from a different question. He just repeated it. So it feels like.
I know, right?
That's what happened.
And the winner is, well, can you guys not guess? It's the other history of the DC history.
Alrighty, and now unlike Marvel, that had a wide array of characters to choose, of comics to choose from, it seemed like there was only one for the longest time that anybody wanted to pick. The last place was Batman. Nobody voted for Batman. One vote went to Future State Legion. Are you freaking kidding me? 3 votes went to Milestone Extended. Repeat what I just said. And Superman got 4. The other side of the DC history, or is other history of the DC universe, is the other one that got 14 votes. And that is how, I mean, this book was horrible. This is god awful, and it costs like $7 each. It was because it was one of those black label kind of oversized books.
Don't care.
Oh wow!
I'm shocked.
Oh my gosh,
dude! I'm shocked that Superman didn't get more because just like what
I'm shocked Milestone didn't get more because I know a lot of people were really excited about Milestone.
Well,
Milestone, that was one everybody was looking forward to seeing back. We wanted Milestone back, and then we got that preview, and it is where we see cops melting a character or melting kids. They melted Static. That's how he gets his powers. You know, it's one of those things. The other history of the DC universe we've been saying all night, it craps on the entire DC history. It's absolutely horrible. Once again, I almost want you guys to go read it just so I could say, I know, see what I'm saying. But I know that'll never happen. So once again, I've got videos on Old Man Comics. Go check them out where I reviewed each of these. It's freaking mind-blowing how bad these comics are.
I think the reason why Superman didn't get more votes is Bendis was only around for 1/3 of these 6 months.
Well, he left in December, and then this other guy took over, and this other guy continued the Bendis crap and made it worse.
Like
Bendis. I
Bendis.
don't think anybody's going to say that Johnson's worse than Bendis.
Yeah, like Bendis left for the time he did because somebody managed to put him in the Phantom Zone.
Didn't they just like
I wish.
get rid of? No, didn't the Superman book after Future State? Didn't they just get rid of Clark and just have Jonathan Kent?
No, he was there for a few issues, and now they're going to be doing a Jonathan Kent Superman book. Yeah, this book is crap. It really is. It deserves every bit of derision. I'm surprised that only 1 vote went to Future State Legion, but I am not sad with this choice, I got to tell you, for the worst DC comic. I'm a huge DC Comics fan, and I'm hating what I'm watching my favorite publisher turn into. That being said, we're going to finish this out with the last category, and this is the worst comic book of the year from January to June 2021. This is open to everything. It could be a one-shot. It could be a mini-series. It could be a graphic novel. It could be an ongoing series. And the nominees were, from Marvel Comics, The Avengers. From DC Comics, The Other History of the DC Universe. From Marvel Comics, again, Iron Man. From Marvel Comics, again, Captain America. And finally, from DC Comics, The Future State, Legion of Superheroes. And ladies and gentlemen, this was a close race. Once again, everybody had a dog in the show and they wanted their dog to win. So at 3 votes, sorry, Maranya, it was Iron Man. With 4 votes,
really?
With 4 votes, it was a tie between the Future State of Legion of Superheroes and Captain America.
Oh, wow.
Now, you guys truly, truly, truly hated these 2 books because they are 1 vote away from each other. And I have heard you guys just blast Avengers. The Phoenix storyline was horrible. But you know what? 1 more person voted for the DC, the other history of the DC universe. And this hunk of garbage that's behind. I don't have to change the graphic because this is the worst comic book, according to you guys, of 2021, Jan to June. You've heard us talk about it. Any objections? Anybody who's going to stand up for this one? No,
Well,
I didn't think so.
I'm gonna agree with Ronnie said. I voted for Iron Man.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is true. We did have 3 people voting for it. So
Who's the other person?
I'm shocked it's not Captain America. To be honest, we've been talking about how terrible and American hating that book is. I mean, yes, we've been talking about how terrible the other history of the DC universe is, but yeah, wow.
It was opened up to the entire industry. Marvel, there's so many bad ones. You can just like throw them all in a blender. But with DC, there was that one that's just really stood out. That made it because Legion was bad, Batman was disappointing. The other history of the DC universe was
offensive. It was offensively bad.
So instead of trying to choose between a smorgasbord of Marvel crap, he just said, "We'll go with this one."
It was a focal point.
Yes. And deservedly so. Now, there you go, gang. That is your Gabby Awards for Jan to June 2021. Just to go over them again. For Fall from Grace, the comic book creator version, James Tynion from Batman. Fall from Grace for the comic book character ended up being Taskmaster. Most overused character went to Harley by a large margin. Worst crossover went to Hellfire Gala from an even larger margin. We had worst storyline going to the Avengers Enter Phoenix. Worst superhero movie or TV show going to Thunder Force on Netflix, if you guys want to check it out.
I wonder why. No.
Worst one shot was the single Black Lightning issue from other history of the DC universe. Worst mini or maxi series went to Future State Legion of Superheroes. Let's see, we had worst ongoing series go to Captain America. Worst publisher went to Marvel. Worst artist went to Riley Rosmo. Worst writer, John Ridley. And then worst independent comic book, Commanders in Crisis. Worst Marvel went to Captain America. Worst DC, the other history of the DC universe. And worst comic book overall, once again, the other history of the DC universe by John Ridley. There you go. We're going to open the mic up. But what do you think might be a potential for the next Gabby's? Mr. Miracle is on my list right now.
Iron Man.
Can we leave Savage Dragon out of it and just point to something else?
I'm still waiting for the Iron Man Savage Dragon crossover.
There you go.
Oh, the new X-Men book is generic Duggan being in charge of the main X title.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That might actually show up.
Planet Size X-Men is that
Planet Size X-Men needs to be worst one shot comic or worst single comic issue.
Alrighty, so let me thank jumping on and joining the conversation afterward. Keep it going. Batman, Evil Black Cat, Dominic, thank you very much. Also, thanks to the real Dr. VENKMAN, guys, accept no substitutes. To Zach at the Gabbies, thank you for jumping on last minute there, guy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This has been fun.
Zach, what are you wearing on the red carpet right now?
I'm wearing Wrangler jeans and Hanes t-shirt.
Oh.
I'm wearing a thong and a blue shirt. And thank you to everybody in the comment section for keeping us going. And Eric, it's all yours.
I'm sure you are, Gabby.
I was going to say, for everyone on the panel, for everyone in the audience, on behalf of Gabby Rivera and her doppelganger, Englantine, thank you for tuning in, and good night, kids.
Yeah, I needed it.
Very nice.